Hello, and welcome to the Day of the Devs Digital Showcase. Day of the Devs is a game festival focused on independent games, the devs who make them, and the people who play them. And we've been bringing them together for over 11 years. And it's only getting bigger and better, as evidenced by this amazing 14-karat gold jacket. Why am I wearing this fancy jacket? Well, that's easy. That's because Day of the Devs has gone Hollywood. That's right, we've added a brand new show to our lineup, a live show in Los Angeles to coincide with Jeff Keighley's Game Awards celebration. It's going to be downtown LA, December 8th, from 2 to 8 p.m. We're going to have over 50 games. We're going to have music, we're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, and it's all free. It's all ages, so everyone please come and RSVP to the link that's here-ish. But if you can't come, do not despair, because we have a whole digital showcase right here for you to enjoy right now. So just sit back and relax, open your entertainment holes, and allow a tingling sensation to flow over your scalp, down your back, throughout your whole body as you receive this interactive cornucopia of inspiration.
Wait! Before we get started, our pals at Kepler Interactive have given us a bunch of Steam codes, and we've hidden them throughout the broadcast. So if you're eagle-eyed and you freeze frame at the right moment, you might find yourself getting a free game like Sifu, or Cat Quest 1 and 2, or Chia, or a bunch of other ones from Kepler. So, keep an eye out. All right, go.
From developer Tallboys, Militsioner is a first-person runaway simulator. It puts you in the position of a wrongly accused civilian fleeing from a giant policeman. This is Militsioner.
Yo, Tallboys here. Militsioner is a first-person Kafkaesque immersive sim. You're an ordinary no one who hasn't done anything noteworthy, let alone a crime. Must be a mistake, yet this morning you were arrested. Pack your stuff and leave as fast as possible, but be wary. Every move you make is being followed by a giant policeman. All characters in the game, including the giant, have a Tamagotchi-like mood system. Play with it, toll, give gifts, smash their stuff. You can even befriend a giant. Everything is on the table. It's basically like a dating sim, where instead of a romantic relationship, you can go to jail. From the start, there are many escape routes waiting to explore. Time is the key. Everyone from cars and trains to people and giants has their own life schedules. Messing with an officer's sleep might cause him to fall asleep during the day. We're deep into development and don't have a release date yet. But you can wishlist our game on Steam and learn more about it on our Twitter and YouTube.
In these chilly fall and winter months, there's nothing quite like a nice hot cup of tea. But you know what's even better? Serving up a warm mug to someone who needs it. Look forward to uncovering mysteries and defining your witching style in this world premiere.
Hi, I'm Tanya, the captain of Kit Fox Games.
Hello, I'm Charlie. I'm a programmer on Loose Leaf, so I deal with all things code.
Today, I'm going to show you a little game we've been working on since Boyfriend Dungeon, called Loose Leaf, a tea witch simulator. In Loose Leaf, you manage a tea room with the most in-depth tea brewing simulation ever. You control the temperature, the timing, the ingredients, and serving to try to make the best tea you can for your troubled guests, and complete your Tea Master's journal.
We care a lot about the simulation, how things feel. Does moving cups around feel good? Can you clack things together?
Figuring out how to make the perfect brew will take careful experimentation and exploration as you unlock new ingredients, tools, and discover new recipes. You'll need to learn patience too, because all good things take time.
So we're really encouraging people to be exploratory, to be a little playful in their tea brewing process. But it's not just about tea brewing, it's also about the social relationships that you develop over time. You're a witch, so you're going to be doing tarot card readings for them.
Get to know them, read their fortune, and help them make sense of their problems and anxieties. The world can be a dark place, and there are so many things right now to be afraid of. But in this world, maybe monsters would like a cup of tea too. Wishlist Loose Leaf, if you're ready to become a tea witch.
This next game is from a studio in Yorkshire, England called Coal Supper and published by our good pals at Panic. This colourful cartoon comedy caper is stuffed full of your favourite British regional accents, and it's claimed itself the genre of slapformer. Its name is how I feel about the game itself, and soon you'll be exclaiming it too. This is Thank Goodness You're Here.
Hi, I'm James. And I'm Will. And we're making Thank Goodness You're Here. The game takes place in Barnsworth, a surreal and imagined version of a hometown in the north of England. You play as a salesman who arrives in town for a meeting with the mayor, but you're very early. With all this time to kill, what will you get up to?
What have we got here then? A toad and the owl. Don't worry, little fella. I'll pop you down the apples and pears in a jiffy.
You explore the town and meet its many strange inhabitants, and help out with a series of increasingly odd jobs.
My God! Oh my goodness, you're here! You better get yourself in here, now!
What's he doing in there?
We've no meat! I can't make a pie without meat! It's the second most important ingredient.
Help a fishmonger set up his stall.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing myself. Big gals playing up.
Do spotted gardening.
We need to dampen that topsoil pronto.
Townsfolk in their environment are brought to life with characterful hand-drawn animation. To voice their authentic regional dialogue, we work with some very funny comedians.
Come up here and have a do on this, friend. Oh, you're messing about with that thing, are you?
There's plenty to do and see in Barnsworth, so be sure to wishlist and join us in 2024 when it's out on computers and consoles.
Hello.
Bye!
Up next, we have a world premiere from Pop Cannibal. This one's pretty awesome. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Zyba. And I'm Luigi. And we are Pop Cannibal. Along with Clark, who makes some really good music. We made a game called Kind Words, Lo-Fi Chill Beats to Write to. It's a game about writing nice letters to people. You write what is stressing you or worrying you, you share it online, and people write you nice replies. For 4 years, every day, people have been writing thousands and thousands of letters. They're bringing more of themselves to the game than we expected. They are writing dreams, making media requests, and poetry. And so we're making that game. We're going to make a game with room for all of these things we love to talk about. If you haven't guessed it already, we're making Kind Words 2.
Really wanted to take what was wonderful about the original Kind Words and expand on every piece and try and find all the ways people can share and communicate with each other. So in Kind Words 2, we're going to let the player break out of the confines of the room they were sitting in the original Kind Words.
And there's this whole city where we have all these new activities. We can communicate with each other in different ways. There's a coffee shop you can go to write poetry. There's a mountaintop you can go on to share your wishes on the night sky. You can have conversations with everybody that you see in the streets. We're making virtual places that map to all these desires to communicate that we know people have.
I think people were drawn to Kind Words because it offered something real. It was a space where people felt comfortable sharing some deep-seated insecurity or something that was really bothering them. So much in our society pushes people to the boundaries, and a lot of people are feeling lonely right now. And just being able to feel like you've had your voice heard, especially like with random strangers on the internet, was just enough to feel some amount of warmth.
It's a social media, but it's not awful. There's no liking, there's no subscribing. You don't worry about quantitative feedback. You're not trying to be popular. We're making a game where you can come and be yourself and talk about what you care about and be good to other people. Kind Words 2, the Steam page is live now. Go wishlist it.
And sign up for the playtest. Bye.
British developers Ricky Haggett and Dick Hogg have an extensive history of working together on incredible games like I Am Dead and Wilmot's Warehouse. Their next game, Flock, is cut from a similar cloth from my personal favorite game of theirs, Hohokum. Flock is a multiplayer co-op game that has you teaming up with a friend to fly on the back of a bird, explore beautiful landscapes, and collect little creatures to join your herd. This is Flock.
Hi, I'm Richard Hogg.
And I'm Ricky Haggett. We're here to introduce Flock, the game we've been working on.
Flock is a game where you explore a vibrant natural landscape from the back of a giant bird, discovering wild creatures and charming them into a big flock, which you can play solo or multiplayer. The player's bird sings to the wild creatures to charm them. The player must position themselves not too close or too far away. Some creatures try to hide from the player. I just heard something in here. There it is. In Flock, you play as a kind of naturalist. When you discover a new creature, you have to work out what it is and categorize it. Oh, we've just discovered a new family, the Rustics. But which rustic is it? Yeah, this one. The Creature Guide is one of the ways you can track your progress in Flock. It shows you which creatures you've identified, which you've managed to charm, and it can give you clues for the ones you haven't found yet. Players also have a flock of sheep. They leave them in meadows to graze, and over time their sheep will provide wool for making clothes, as well as revealing secrets hidden in the meadows. Most of the creatures in Flock can only be found in particular habitats that they're adapted to. Let's charm one. We're on the trail of one of the rarer creatures here. Here it is. Okay, let's identify it. Which family? Yeah, it's definitely a piper. But which one? The Western Super Piper. Thanks for watching. We hope you'll enjoy exploring the wild world of Flock and discovering all its creatures when it comes out spring 2024.
Truffle-flavored snacks are all the rage these days. Maybe you saw that Nicolas Cage movie Pig, but there's never been a mushroom-infused RPG until now. These couple of fun guys from North Carolina are bringing us Hermit and Pig, and it's awesome.
Hi, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Mason. We're Heavy Lunch Studio and we're working on our first game, Hermit and Pig, a turn-based adventure RPG about a reclusive old man and his truffle pig.
Hermit and Pig like to hang out, forage mushrooms and truffles, and avoid talking to people. Basically the dream. But one morning, their solitude is disrupted.
When a hungry villager shows up on their front porch, Hermit and Pig reluctantly agree to search for a giant edible mushroom of legend, the Jumbo Fungo. But the road to the Jumbo Fungo won't be a smooth one.
Hermit and Pig's combat pulls from Earthbound, Pokemon, Paper Mario, and even games like Street Fighter. It's a frantic mix that rewards quick thinking. The player first has to decide which attack they think will be most effective against an enemy. Like, can you punch a cockroach?
Nah, you can't punch a cockroach.
Yeah, you gotta stomp a cockroach, obviously.
For sure. Then they'll use a key combo from their handbook to execute the attack before the turn timer runs out. We wanted to make a battle system that emphasizes player growth rather than experience points. But don't get too comfortable. You'll need to learn more complex attacks to do more damage as the game goes on.
Talking with other characters is equally intense. If you're socially adept, like we clearly are, you'll be able to avoid cringe damage. But that's easier said than done. When you're a hermit, talking to some random dude is about as stressful as a bear attack.
You'll also grow to become a certified mushroom genius.
No, that's not true.
But you will forage for mushrooms and truffles, learn their different uses, fictional uses that is, and effectively incorporate them into battle.
In Hermit and Pig, you'll get to explore, forage, battle, and investigate the strange and deadly mystery that upends Hermit and Pig's world. We hope you enjoy.
This next one comes from a solo developer, and it's a completely wild, very unexpected, really crazy game, or is it a game? Judge for yourself.
Yo, what's up everybody? My name is Llamasoft Joe, and I'm a low-level slime that works under the studio name Llamasoft Co. I'm the creator of Dome King Cabbage. Dome King Cabbage is a short visual novel set in the world of a monster collecting RPG. I've been solo developing this game for a while. I conceived of the game a few years ago when I taught English in Osaka, Japan, and I would just sit at my desk and daydream about this weird project when I should have probably been working, basically. I would get so stressed out teaching these kids that in between classes I would lie down in the school's dark storage room next to a little model of the solar system and scattered flashcards, and my body would kind of just shut down. It was a sad sight. I used a bag of liquid detergent as a makeshift pillow so my head wouldn't slam on the concrete floor, and I would stare at the ceiling imagining scenes I wanted to make for Dome King Cabbage while listening to the game's soundtrack pipe out of my tiny, tinny phone speakers. I'm so thankful I'm not in that position anymore, and with the help of my publisher Hyperreal, I've been making my dream game as a full-time job. I'm tightening up the graphics on level 3 all day. Anyways, I know it's cliche, but if you're in an awful place, just have a vision and follow it, and you can claw your way out. I'll still be a while before I'm done with Dumb King Cabbage, but I hope that it ends up inspiring you to make what you want someday. Thanks to Double Fine and I Am 8-Bit for including me in Damn the Devs. Until next time, peace.
When I first saw Ultros, I was blown away by its striking, colorful art style. This explosion of psychedelic color should be expected, coming from artist and musician El Huervo, most known for his work on Else Heartbreak and Hotline Miami. But behind that shiny exterior comes a super deep Metroidvania with tight combat and tons of secrets to explore. This is Ultros.
Greetings, fellow terrestrials. I'm Pelle Candleby from Haddock, a curious ensemble developing Ultros.
A myth, a tale of a long-forgotten saint. For there was once an empty potential about to be birthed into existence. But the potential was greeted by short-sightedness, although nigh honestly covetous nor completely barren. It swallowed up everything that was given.
Welcome to the sarcophagus. A cosmic uterus where every realm offers outlandish beauty. You'll wake up without any trace of how you got there. The tantu you carry may knell a rhythmic hum, but the extractor will be the main tool for exploring and interacting with your surroundings. This is the Trimmer program. Now, we're trying out the extractor's thruster mode to move around the rotten orchard. Indulging in gardening is integral when unearthing the secrets of the sarcophagus. You'll come across an abundance of seeds, and tending to the plant life will grant you new paths and means to unlock new skills. Nutritional values are accumulated by eating. Different kinds of food are rich in different ways and can be used in the cortex to unlock memories of movement, gardening, or combat. Naturally, all creatures have their own place in the sarcophagus's ecosystem. By tending to the diverse environments, you'll change how you interact with the world. It goes without saying that you need to be careful and respect nature. The further you explore, the more exotic creatures you'll come across. This invites new ways of handling yourself while dancing with death. In our intimate combat, observing attack patterns is of essence. Proving yourself to Vasa is hard, so you better make good use of all the moves you learned so far. How does one break the cycle to deliver the demon? This is Ultros.
Our next game describes itself as a psychological survival horror game set in an eerie 90s Polish town consumed by an ominous presence. It's got an absolutely gorgeous and unsettling visual style and a world of unfathomable monstrosities that will challenge your very sanity to behold. From Polish developers Sonaka, this is Holstin.
Dzień dobry, I'm Rafał Sankowski, the game director at Sonika, and I'm in a room that some of you might recognize from the first demo of our upcoming game. Holstin is a psychological survival horror set in the 90s Poland, and in Holstin it's all about changing perspective.
Jak sytuacja?
Nic mi nie jest. Jest pełno mazi. Nie ma prądu. Nie byłem...
In the context of survival horror, we wanted to put a spotlight on a new setting. Change of perspective, if you will.
Słyszałam jakieś hałasy, ale nie wiedziałam, że to ty. Myślałam, że to jaki intruz. No to zamknęłam drzwi. W dzisiejszych czasach to wszędzie pełno groźnych typów.
Poland in the 90s is where we mostly grew up, and we are so excited to show you our everyday lives of the past. All that post-communism, religious influence, or skeletons in the closet.
Gablotki to mamy klasa światowa, co nie?
The second perspective change is much less metaphorical. You can, well, rotate the camera. Every single object on the screen was drawn in pixel art in 8 fixed angles, so that our in-house 2XD rendering tech can provide you lights, shadows, lightning strikes, and, you know, all the modern graphics stuff. The third perspective change is a literal one. During combat, when aiming, the camera goes from an isometric into an over-the-shoulder perspective. Really, we think that gameplay-wise, it's the best of both worlds. You get to explore the world in this beautiful pixel art environment, solve puzzles, navigate the mazes. And then, when you need to fight, you can get close, right into the action. You can do headshots and you can aim down and shoot off specific body parts. There's so much more of stuff to cover, from Metroidvania-based semi-open world town of Jeziorna Kolonia to bosses that throw delivery tracks at you, from a down-to-earth story about corruption and public healthcare to ooze-covered zombie cows. I invite you to join us on our journey of creating the game of our dreams. Follow us on Steam for updates, play 2 demos available now, or wait until 2024 to play a third demo and explore the town of Jeziorna Kolonia in Holstin. Let us change your perspective. Or just play Holstin. Now.
Kiedy to będzie wszystko gotowe? Panie, kto to wie? Rok, 2. 24 najwcześniej.
Next up, from a 2-person team out of Germany, is a musical, tinkery, toy box exploration game. This is Oddada.
Hey there! Thank you for tuning in. My name is Matilda, and I love curious sounds and musical concepts.
I'm Sven. I like to make machines and other pretty stuff.
Together, we are creating a music-making roguelite game called Oddada.
In Oddada, you experiment with musical machines. You can modify the sound of each level and create your unique music snippet. Every new playthrough will give you a randomized set of levels and instruments to use.
You can collect and combine music snippets on your journey and save your memories onto a cassette.
As you progress through the game, you will unlock more and more content for Oddada. New levels, instruments, and machines. And with the unlocked wagons, you can influence the feeling of each level quite a lot.
In Oddada, you can customize your cassette. You can customize your train. You can share your creations with others. And grow a never-ending cassette collection.
Oddada is coming out in 2024. There are still more levels, collectibles, and all kinds of stuff coming.
We're looking forward to sharing our progress with you on Discord, and also looking forward to hearing your songs. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
You awaken from what you thought was a failed quest, only to find yourself in a dark environment, being ordered around by a creepy figure with glowing eyes and a surprisingly sultry voice. Travel through a strange environment, meet quirky characters, figure out your powers, and don't type anything too weird, okay? Actually, definitely do. I want to see what happens.
Hi, I'm Paul Hart. I'm the programmer, artist, and co-designer for Cryptmaster, a word-based, dungeon-crawling, nostalgic puzzle RPG that we're working on with Akapara Games.
And I'm Lee Williams, writer and co-designer of Cryptmaster. As Paul said, Cryptmaster is a WBD-CNP RPG. Now that's a genre we've always wanted to explore, and something we felt we could only do within the indie space, so...
Shut it, you oafs. In the indie space? What does that even mean? I'll take it from here. Cryptmaster is my game. Cryptmaster is a game about the struggles of a dashing necromancer, forced to rely on a gaggle of dim-witted revenants, that's you, the players, as he strives to achieve his full potential. It deals with a range of pressing societal issues, including mildew, rat infestation, and weaponized blasphemy. The gameplay of Cryptmaster is simple enough, but let me spell it out. You help me to guess the names of items found in chests throughout the Underland. Next, you use the letters from these remembered words to regain the skills you knew in life. Then you use these skills to defeat a range of vicious enemies. In addition, you'll need to solve a number of word-based riddles and puzzles. You'll also engage in conversation with a variety of weird and wonderful characters. I'll be there along the way to keep the experience clean and family-friendly. And who knows, maybe you'll find out a little more than you bargained for. Okay, that's all I have time for. I'm very busy, you know. Dark magic doesn't just work itself. Remember to like, scribe, put it on your list wish, all that malarkey. I look forward to seeing you very soon.
Fresh off the heels of their excellent interactive documentary on Jordan Mechner, Digital Eclipse are back at it with another entry to their Gold Master series. This time, they're taking us deep into the world of a legendary game creator known the world over for his psychedelic arcade games and his love of fluffy beasts and knitted jumpers. Making its world premiere, this is Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story.
Hi, I'm Mike Micah, studio head of Digital Eclipse.
And I'm Chris Kohler, editorial director of Digital Eclipse. At Digital Eclipse, we believe that classic games need to be treated with more respect, and we believe that the video game itself is the best way to tell the stories of video game history. And that's why we launched the Gold Master series earlier this year with The Making of Karateka.
And we're here to talk about Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story. And really, I can't think of anybody more deserving of this approach as like for the Gold Master series than Jeff.
Llamasoft, the Jeff Minter story is an interactive documentary. Through design documents and vintage photos and all new video interviews, we will let you get inside the mind of Minter and understand the man behind all of these wacky creations.
To me, playing a game is not just about getting to the end and beating the final boss. The actual playing of the game should be the reward in and of itself. I mean, the journey should be the valuable part, not the conclusion. You don't just want to get to the end of the game, so I've done that, I'll cross it off and put it aside. I want to go, one of my games to be certain that people will come back to and think, oh, I'm going to play that. May not get my high score, may not even get to the end. I want to play it just because I really, really enjoy the experience playing.
In the history of British video games, there's probably no name that stands out more than Jeff Minter. He's been around forever, but he's worked on so many games.
Jeff is just so well known for merging challenging arcade shooter style gameplay with just lots of farm animals. Sheep in space, Attack of the Mutant Camels, metagalactic llamas battle at the edge of time, and it just gets weirder from there.
I was thinking of a name for the software company. I'd written a little program on the VIC-20 which effectively let me draw on a little square of characters. I could draw like a little high-res design. I drew this little llama in there, and I wrote underneath it Llamasoft with 3 exclamation marks after it. That's what I'm going to call my software company. It's going to be called Llamasoft.
He's also probably best known for Tempest 2000, which was a system seller for the Atari Jaguar, its key title.
There's actually 42 Llamasoft games included here from 8 different platforms. The Sinclair Spectrum and the Commodore VIC-20 and even the unreleased Conix Multi-System. So for the first time, you're going to get to play Jeff's demo of Attack of the Mutant Camels for the Conix Multi-System, which we're really excited about.
I'm really excited about that. And we've also included Grid Runner Remastered, which is a Digital Eclipse homage to Grid Runner, one of Jeff's best games he's ever developed. He is a true legend. He's been doing independent games for 40 years. I don't think anybody else can compete with that, and there's so much rich information there for us to dive into. I think people who jump in with us will really appreciate the story.
That's why we're so excited to finally release a game that's just celebrating the origins of Llamasoft.
Drag queens have become the new superheroes. They're fierce and fashionable, and it's about freaking time they got their own fighting game. Enjoy Drag Her.
Hi there, my name is Ian, producer at Fighting Chance Games. I'm here to talk to you about our debut title, Drag Her.
Since the dawn of time, there has been drag! It only took a few centuries. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Drag Her! Drag Her features real-life drag performers in all their camp queer kickassery. Sir, duking it out to discover who the one true top is in a world full of bottles.
Drag Her is a high-drama, effusively camp 2D fighting game that asks, what would a less gay Mortal Kombat look like? Forgiving to play and fundamentally stupid to watch, Drag Her incorporates fast frenetic gameplay with all the dramatics of a drag performance. We wanted to create a game that's easy to play, with extra depth provided by high-low mix-up, auto combos, and cinematic specials. The game also includes a 2v2 round-robin mode, a single-player arcade mode, and assist characters. Drag Her has been heavily inspired by the classics, while also showcasing the best queer talent we could get our grubby paws on. The result is something really special. To stay up to date on all things Drag Her, consider joining our Discord group or visit us online at dragher.game. We want to thank the Day of the Devs team for giving us an opportunity to showcase this. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Drag Her is being death dropped onto you by Fighting Chance Games, a fistful of good Judies who realized no one else was gonna do it, so they had to strap on. I mean strap in. I mean whatever. Strap on, strap in. We know you're thirsty.
At Day of the Devs, we love to spotlight games that innovate and push the industry forward. In 2008, when this game was first released, this game had a huge part to play in convincing skeptics that games could be art, and went on to become one of the most well-received games of the early indie scene. Now, 15 years later, this game is getting a lovingly crafted re-release, sporting 4K visuals, enhanced sound, and a huge extensive developer's commentary. This is Braid Anniversary Edition.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Blow. I'm president of Tekla Incorporated. I also do a lot of programming and design when I can because that's what I enjoy the most. Here we're showing Braid Anniversary Edition, which is a remaster of the classic indie game Braid. This game is a platformer where you solve puzzles by running and jumping and stuff like that. And very early on you find out that if you get killed, you can rewind gameplay at any time and become alive again, and that there's no limit to this ability. And then as you travel through the game from world to world, you find out that not only can you always rewind, but that the behavior of time changes in each world that you visit. And what exactly those changes are, I don't really want to say to spoil it people who haven't played, but it's part of the surprise and excitement of the game. And I hope you enjoy this remaster. We've been working pretty hard on it. Braid Anniversary Edition finally has a release date. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern, high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game.
There are new animations, improved sound and music, a whole new world of puzzles to solve, and over 15 hours of commentary and interviews about game design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out in April.
This next game is one we've all been anticipating for a while. It's a narrative adventure road trip game featuring a single mom and her daughter. We are so pleased to have this very special guest to help tell you more about it.
Hey there, I am Carrie Russell, and I'm thrilled to talk about Open Roads, a game about a single mother and her daughter embarking on a journey to uncover their family's shocking secrets.
Tess, come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
I voice Opal, alongside the talented Caitlin Deaver, who voices my daughter Tess. Together we embark on a mesmerizing road trip where mysteries and stories long buried come to life.
Wow, was this taken right here?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died. It's a game about revealing the truths we've been searching for, as well as the profound bond between mother and daughter.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find and get out, before I change my mind.
Get ready for a heartfelt adventure like no other, as we navigate through a web of mysteries and emotions in Open Roads.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
You can all hit the road in February 2024 when Open Roads launches on PC and consoles.
You know that one terrible landlord you had? You know, the one that dropped by unannounced, hiked up your utility bills, or left inexplicable stains and weird shrines in your room? Well, yeah, this is just like that. Experience this weird, inexplicable set of events and find out that Janet DeMornay is a slumlord. And a witch.
Hi everyone, I'm Scott.
And I'm Pete.
And we are Fuzzy Ghost, a games-making duo living and working on Gadigal Land, Sydney, Australia. And we're here today to talk about our upcoming game.
Janet DeMornay is a slumlord and a witch. Hello?
Was it my hat, Andrew? Is that why you didn't let me in today?
We wanted to make a horror game, and we just were like, what's the scariest thing in our lives? And it was...
Renting.
Renting, yeah. It is set in a house that we used to live in, actually. So it has a lot of the things that we dealt with in there. So black mold, faulty ovens.
Ceilings falling in, floorboards rotting.
Big cracks, flooding, all that stuff. So it's got all of that, albeit with a magical twist, because your landlord is a witch.
Janet is a firm believer in doing the maintenance work herself. So the house is barely being held together by magic.
Jan mentioned a way of fixing this.
It's very unpredictable, and so a big part of the player's experience will be working out just how to get around the house.
Bricked.
Player will also have to interact with a lot of Janet-related memorabilia.
Because she really, really wants you to know who she is.
And her career as midday television's premier lifestyle witch.
Brought in for us today, Janet. I can't wait for people to see what you brought us today.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's one of my favourite designs.
A lot of the puzzles are based around her to work out how to operate her strange machines.
and just learning about the house and what exactly Janet has planned for you. And while this is happening, you're also being terrorized by strange people around the house.
Or, are they ex-housemates?
Well, come here, but for me.
There's a big theme of queer found family.
And we want to show that joy and that fun that exists alongside the horrors.
He's so cute.
The game's due to come out 2024.
If you have a real rent-a-horror story, please let us know. We're collecting more.
Yes, absolutely. And please wishlist on Steam and elsewhere.
And thank you, Day of the Devs, for having us. This is a real treat.
Thanks, bye.
Hello.
True story time. The last couple nights in my neighborhood have been kind of creepy. Lots of weird noises in the middle of the night. The other night, in fact, my boyfriend and I were woken up at 5 a.m. to the sound of breaking glass. Don't know where it came from. We investigated for a while with a flashlight, couldn't figure it out. This next game from a two-person dev out of Salt Lake City probes into just what might be lurking in your backyard in the middle of the night.
Hello, this is David Johnson.
And this is Nick Lives. We're Night Signal Entertainment, and we're making Home Safety Hotline.
Hi, I'm concerned about the stability of my new home.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My name is Grace, and it's probably nothing.
Okay, do you want to explain to me what the hell is happening?
Home Safety Hotline is a text-based horror game about working at a 90s call center. Your job is to take calls and help find out what pests, hazards, or cryptic terrors are occupying each caller's home.
The entire game is presented through your state-of-the-art 1996 desktop work computer, where every day you'll boot up your machine, check your email, then clock in to start taking calls.
At your disposal is an ever-growing database of common household pests and hazards, some more normal than others. Read up and listen carefully. It's up to you to diagnose callers' problems accurately, or else let them suffer the consequences.
There's something in the basement. I've seen it. It's huge, almost as big as my dog. It doesn't hiss or growl or anything, but I haven't gotten close enough to it to find out what it is, since it's always just lurking out of sight from the top of the stairs.
Place them on hold for as long as you need. They won't mind.
As the game progresses, you'll unlock stranger and more horrifying entries, receive cryptic messages, uncover archived videos, and learn more about the enigmatic world of Home Safety Hotline.
With the help of modern computer technology, today's scientists have been able to interpret the previously indecipherable squeaks of a smart mouse.
Just don't piss off your supervisor. You don't want to know what the severance packages are like here.
We've received complaints that some of the answers that you have been providing have been inaccurate.
Additionally, because we think horror should be for everyone, Home Safety Hotline includes several accessibility options, including phobia-friendly toggles that will allow you to disable graphical depictions of some of the most common phobias.
Home Safety Hotline is coming in early 2024 to PC and other platforms. Wishlist it now.
Please say you can help me.
Please hold.
I must pay for my sins.
The not-so-distant future dreamed up by Long Way Home sees humanity's governments replaced with megacorps and their city-states. Aster, a denizen outside of these walls, must secure a spot inside for their ailing mother. How do they do this? By participating in the extremely dangerous megacorp-sponsored death races, of course. This is Resistor.
Hello, I'm Gianni Matragrano, voice actor of the TV show host in the upcoming game, Resistor. Resistor is a turbocharged, narrative-driven car PG, inspired by a combination of classic arcade racing and adventure games. You play as Aster, a deeply customizable character.
Come in.
And child of the legendary racer Eugene Aster. But after an unfortunate accident on the track suddenly takes his life, you swear off racing forever. Soon after, you're exiled from the corporate city and left to survive the wastes along with your ailing mother. But as her condition worsens...
Why are we really doing this? I thought you hated racing.
You'll have to break your one rule to try and save her.
I just need to get her into the city to find out what's wrong, before it's too late.
And win yourself a way back in.
Who is going to walk away with this year's City Pass?
How's everyone enjoying the show?
In this tournament, it's not just about who comes first. It's about who wins over the audience with style and character. Time your tricks to the beat of the music to earn bonus style points as the soundtrack adapts to the environment and your playstyle. You're not the only one fighting for the podium. Many others have their reasons to win, or even just to stop you. You'll need loyal friends and an adaptable ride to outclass them on and off the track. Explore the wastes in vehicle and on foot to build your reputation in small and large communities.
Oh yeah? I bet you can't pull off a corkscrew like Turbo Taylor.
If you do, we'll be your biggest fans.
Objective complete.
That was so
awesome! Did you know their dad is legendary racer Eugene Aster? Wow! Really? Who's that? I don't know.
Deal with the media through interviews. Your actions might even start having a wider impact than first expected, with interesting consequences. It's your story to tell, and we look forward to seeing it.
This next title is from SFB Games, a small studio in London consisting of two brothers who've been making games together since they were teenagers. 20 years later, they produced oodles of games, including my personal favourite, Snipperclips. But the one fans can't seem to get enough of is Detective Grimoire, a murder mystery-themed point-and-click adventure series. The last entry to baffle sleuths everywhere was 2019's Tangle Tower, and here, to make its world premiere, is its sequel.
Hi, I'm Tom Vian, Technical Director at SFB Games.
I'm Adam Vian, Creative Director at SFB Games.
And I'm Catherine Unger, artist and long-time SFB collaborator. You might have heard of our previous games.
Snipperclips, Tangle Tower, or the recently released demo for Crow Country.
Which is also part of Day of the Devs this year.
But today, we'd like to talk to you about a new game that we've been working on. It's a murder mystery detective adventure, and it's called The Mermaid's Tongue.
Are you awake?
I thought I was, but maybe not. Maybe this is my dream.
It's not a dream.
That's exactly what Dream Grimoire would say.
Detective Grimoire and Sally are back.
There's something in the water.
What is it?
I don't know, but whatever it is the source of the green light.
Beneath the waves, in the world's strangest submarine, Captain Magnus Mortuga has been killed.
An old wooden boy with a face.
This time around, every clue is a full 3D object.
It's dawn. Looks like the sun is trying to come out.
I needn't have bothered. We're not going to be around to see it.
Oh no! How come?
Because we're going inside the submarine.
Oh yeah. It's a big metal statue of a serpent.
There is a cabinet built into it, but I think it's locked.
The eccentric crew all suspect each other, but when Grimoire and Sally arrive on the scene, the evidence points to a mysterious curse released from the darkest depths of the ocean.
Mortuga had locked himself in the room. It was later forced open, and the body was discovered.
So Mortuga was alone in a locked room. A very small locked room. There really isn't anywhere for a murderer to hide.
I'm not so sure. I think there is a hiding place. Magnus Mortuga unlocked the cauldron and was killed by what was inside. I'm guessing there was something pretty bad in there.
Look, Mortuga died from a cut across his neck, not from some vague paranormal entity. Unless you're suggesting it was a vague paranormal entity with a knife?
The Mermaid's Tongue is coming to consoles and Steam next year, but you can play a free, limited-time demo on Steam right now and wishlist while you're there.
Thanks for watching this very first look, and enjoy the rest of the show.
There's nothing quite like sitting in a smoky jazz club, sipping a martini, just soaking in the tunes. And this next world premiere knows those pleasures oh so well.
Hi, I'm Evan Anthony.
And I'm Jeremy Abel from Feral Cat Den, a small studio in Brooklyn and the makers of Genesis Noir. We're excited to finally reveal our next project, Nirvana Noir.
Nirvana Noir is an adventure game set in a cosmic city. A place of bustling crowds, enticing storefronts, endless traffic, and alleyways that dissolve into celestial voids.
You play as a watchmaker named No Man. He is a character who faced an impossible decision and chose the impossible, to live two lives.
But a double life has consequences, and No Man finds himself caught in a conspiracy that brings his split existence together in an explosion of color and crime.
Nirvana Noir features dialogue-based detective work, where you must learn to speak other characters' language and read between the lines to uncover the truth.
You will also follow leads to playful, tactile interactions and hunt for the clues within them.
We're also extremely excited to share that we're working again with London-based music wizards Skillbarn.
In Genesis Noir, you heard plenty of prepare yourself for a little as well.
As we navigate his dual existence, we guide our character deeper into the jazz-influenced film noir world established in the first game,
whilst simultaneously venturing into a parallel kaleidoscopic realm inspired by the acid-tinged psychedelia of The Doors, Velvet Underground and Pink Floyd.
We're going to launch a crowdfunding campaign because we want you to leave your mark on the project.
Follow along at nirvananoir.com. We'll be launching on Steam, Xbox, and Game Pass. Don't forget to wishlist, it helps a ton.
Thanks.
Before we wrap up, our friends at Punkle, developer of Vampire Survivors, wanted to share a nice surprise with you. They're launching their Adventures update for free today, like any minute now, on Steam and Xbox. Adventures follows the Survivors cast on a series of wacky side quests. They're self-contained mini-story modes that reset and remix the game's content. Each adventure will offer a unique progression path. Players can start from scratch and face custom challenges with a limited arsenal, without losing precious unlocks in the main game.
That's it! Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this digital showcase, but the party isn't over.
Day of the Devs isn't just digital. In fact, you can join us in Los Angeles on December 8th for our in-person celebration, where you can play more than 40 games, including everything you've seen here today. Plus, we'll have some wacky alt control games made possible by our friends from We Throw Switches and Glum. Don't forget to RSVP for the in-person celebration in Los Angeles. It's totally free.
Or if you're in San Francisco in the springtime, come to the original live show. Just watch dayofthedevs.com for more news and information about upcoming events.
Thank you so much to our generous sponsors, Day of the Devs, the digital broadcast, the in-person celebrations. None of it would be possible without their awesome contributions. So special shout-outs to Acapara Games, Annapurna Interactive, Bone Loaf, Idea Xbox, Fellow Traveler, Glum, Kepler Interactive, PlayStation, Punkle, Razer, We Throw Switches, Steam.
And an extra special thanks to Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards for teaming up with us to shine a spotlight on all of these wonderful indies.
We can't forget our musical buddies, Dose One. You've been hearing his beats all throughout the broadcast. He's been with us providing music ever since we started doing these digital shows. and Scientific for that excellent pre-show. Check out Oxenfree 2, out now on Netflix.
And don't fret, Day of the Devs will be back in 2024 with lots more surprises. Stay tuned for Wholesome Snack featuring lots of cozy indies immediately following Day of the Devs.
Thank you to all the developers who brought and shared their games, and thank you to all of you for watching. I hope you don't think that we've changed now that we've gone Hollywood. I still don't have an agent, and I can never tan, but we are still Day of the Devs.
Wait, there's one more surprise from our friends at Poncle. It's a world exclusive, and you are not expecting this. Check it out.
Hello and welcome to Wholesome Snack, the Game Awards edition. I'm your co-host, Jenny Wyndham.
And I'm Victoria Tran. Today's show is like a mini version of Wholesome Direct, presented in collaboration with the Game Awards.
We've got tons of announcements and exclusives coming up from your favorite Wholesome games, so sit back and relax.
If you see a game you like and want to learn more, just head over to wholesomegames.com for all the links and details.
Let's get started. Somewhere off in rural America, there's a missing terrarium that's been lost and forgotten. But on the inside of the jar, secretly, quietly, and modestly, the sun is rising. Over a world nobody knows exists. Filled with places nobody's ever been to. Hiding mysteries in a town of people nobody remembers. So let's grow together and explore a hidden world and make the most of our lives in Vivarium.
Next up is a multiplayer city builder where you'll work together with other players to create a beautiful world.
Stay tuned for information on how you can start playing today. Communite is a multiplayer city builder based on kindness and teamwork. Create a wholesome world together and watch it grow as you help each other build. Unlock new tiles. And rescue adorable NPC friends that need help. Communite is still in early beta with a lot more on the way. In addition to all the amazing trailers you'll see today, the first ever demo for Flock is available now on Steam as a part of the Game Awards celebration.
In this multiplayer co-op game about the joy of flight, you'll soar through beautiful landscapes, seeking out rare creatures to add to your flock.
You can download the exclusive demo by visiting wholesomegames.com.
Pine Hearts is a super cozy narrative adventure by new publishing label Little Nook. Explore the sleepy scenery of Pine Heart's Caravan Park in a gentle story about fond memories and growing up, uncovering secrets, and new paths in a wholesome land of puzzles and adventure.
Our next game is an open-world farming adventure on a planet at the far edge of the galaxy.
Stay tuned to the end for an exclusive reveal. We're just getting started, but I wanted to take a moment to highlight our first ever Wholesome Games Humble Bundle.
Here's a closer look at all of the incredible games included. If you'd like to support this bundle and receive some amazing games, just visit wholesomegames.com. Here's a fresh look at the frantic town-building game, Go Go Town.
This next game was featured in the first ever Wholesome Games event way back in 2020.
So as you can imagine, we're a little emotional to premiere this very special trailer and release announcement.
Lift a curse and revitalize a ruined island in Snacko, where former Big City kitties Momo and Mikan are starting a new life. Grow crops, raise fluffy cows, go fishing, exploring, customize and decorate as you please, and much, much more in this farming cat venture.
Earlier this year, we announced our first ever Wholesome Games Presents title, Usagi-shima.
Today, we're happy to show you a look at some brand new content coming to the game today.
Usagi-shima is a bunny collecting game. Players decorate an abandoned island in order to discover and make friends with a variety of cute, curious bunnies.
You can hop over to Google Play and the App Store to download Usagi-shima for free.
But before you do, let's take a quick look at the latest update out today.
Expand your island's beaches and discover a variety of new aquatic toys for your bunny friends to play with in the Usagi-shima Beach Update. There's new ocean-themed decorations, hats, and items to help give your island a relaxing tropical vibe. Get Usagi-shima and this new update now on Google Play and the App Store.
Paladins is a joyful, whimsical adventure for 1 to 4 players.
Here's an exclusive look at the game along with some brand new information on where you can play it. First announced during September's Nintendo Direct, Eastward Octopia is a story-driven farming game set in the world of Eastward.
Here's an exclusive trailer with new footage and release information.
Described as an experiential, interactive meditation, our next game aims to be replayed time and time again like a favorite song.
There are still plenty more world premieres and exclusives left in today's show. Don't forget to follow Wholesome Games on social media for more news and game recommendations every single day.
You can also sign up for the mailing list at wholesomegames.com to receive a newsletter that recaps all the upcoming wholesome and cozy releases each month, plus extra surprises in every letter.
Hi, I'm Friedemann. I've been making indie games for years, and I've been lucky enough to make games like Islanders and Superflight with some great friends of mine. Today, I want to introduce you to my first solo project, Summer House. Summer House, at its core, is a game about creativity. You can build a neighborhood of tiny, beautiful, lived-in homes in a variety of settings: the sea, the city, or the mountains. There aren't really any rules, and you can't win or lose the game. It's basically a tiny, interactive love letter to the feeling of a childhood summer holiday with long, lazy afternoons and no rules or responsibilities. You build little houses, find some hidden secrets, and that's it. If small games with relaxing, creative gameplay are your thing, please be sure to wishlist Summer House on Steam and try the demo. Thank you.
Our friends at Sky Children of the Light sent us this video to help celebrate their Days of Feast event.
Stay tuned for a special treat for Steam users.
Next, we have a virtual pet game where you can raise and release a variety of bugs.
You'll play as a research scientist helping a forest recover after a devastating fire.
Take a look at this exclusive trailer to find out where you can catch these cool critters.
Next up is a gorgeous, peaceful adventure with a demo you can try on Steam right now.
Stay tuned to the end of the trailer for some exclusive info on the game's full release.
As I'm writing this, most of the human race are still asleep on the island. In a few years' time, you're going to join them, so that when you wake up, you'll wake up somewhere better. I don't know exactly what the world will look like. All I know is that people on the homeworld made the mistake of not thinking past tomorrow. Clean water, fresh air, wide open skies. Everything a child deserves. By sending you ahead, I'm staking my heart on the future.
The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But I ain't no ugly duckling.
This charming detective mystery calls for a duck. A cozy take on Return of the Obra Dinn style gameplay. Investigate and figure out people's secrets. Duck Detective is coming in 2024.
Many of the games you'll see today are featured on Steam as part of the Game Awards celebration. Don't forget to show your support and give your favorite game a wishlist.
Head over to Steam or to wholesomegames.com to see them all, including our next game with a demo you can download today. Ready for a new game reveal? This one is perfect for fans of unpacking and a little to the left. Here's an exclusive first look at some new content coming to a Wholesome Games favorite.
Sticky Business's Plan With Me DLC is all about the office. Bullet journals, calendars, and basically everything involving daily business. It features more than 50 new pieces like habit trackers, days of the week, sticky notes, frames, washi tape, and 10 additional stories tied to the office theme. We'd like to thank these developers and publishers for helping to make today's show possible.
Thank you to I Am 8-Bit, Little Nook, and Prideful Sloth for your support.
It's like childhood is the beach and growing up is the sea. Can I still take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories of my first love and my big dreams?
Let's take another look at simpler times, courtesy of our friends at I Am 8-Bit.
Said, don't forget this, don't forget that. Can I bring this purity with me wherever I go?
You step into the shoes of Tina as she prepares to move out of her childhood home and begin the next chapter of her life. Relive her memories and learn how she grew into the creative, expressive person she has become. This is a contemplative, cozy experience. There is no score, no timer, no combat, no failing, and no anxiety. Just vibes.
In case you missed it earlier, here's another reminder about our first ever Wholesome Games bundle.
Here's a closer look at all of the games included, and if you want to grab this bundle, just visit wholesomegames.com. Finally, here's the world premiere gameplay trailer for a new game about spending time together with friends.
Enjoy!
Nira, our home, a place of endless beauty and wonder, now needs our protection. Awaken the spirit of your island, grow together, and restore the balance of our world. Discover new horizons. Rise as guardians and harness the world around you. To grow your island into your home. Nira is calling, and your voyage has just begun.
And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks to everyone who contributed to today's showcase, to Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards for hosting us, and to our friends at Day of the Devs for sharing the spotlight.
Remember to visit wholesomegames.com for links and details to every game in today's show.
We'll see you again for Wholesome Direct 2024, but for now, bye-bye!